Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. We are down on the waterfront this week because it's Maritime Days, and if you can see behind me, the Trinidad came in last night, so we're really excited about that. Let me tell you a little bit about what else is going on in the city. It was actually Picture Day at City Hall today. I brought all my staff down to the Chamber of Commerce. We were doing headshots. We got all headshots taken, so it felt like you were back in school getting your picture taken. But these are going to be used on the website and any other kind of information going out from departments going forward. But it was just a great opportunity to work with the Chamber and then have all the staff together on this kind of little outing to get their picture taken, which was really fun. Also, happy birthday, America. 247 next week. We're really geared up for a huge 4th of July weekend. Trinidad's going to be here. Tours are going to start later. Let me just tell you a little bit about the Trinidad. And this is brought to you by the Custom House Maritime Museum. I think Jack Santos, who was right here off camera, came to see me about a year ago, probably a little bit more than that. And that's how long this has been in the works to bring a tall ship back to Newburyport. So we're really thankful to them. The Trinidad is 85 feet long vessel out of Seville, Spain. It's a replica of Magellan Elcano expedition, and that was the first to circumnavigate the globe from 1519 to 1522. So anytime we can celebrate our maritime history here in Newburyport, I think it's so important because it was such a big part of what Newburyport was from the very beginning. So I love that these opportunities that we can have to bring something like this into town and really celebrate that maritime past. I'm going to have Bob Cronin, who was instrumental in leading these Maritime Days, come on camera here in a second and tell you a little bit about what the schedule is going to be like for the Trinidad and how they came here and anything else going on with Maritime Days. The Market Landing Park, so we're down here on the waterfront, which means we're right on Market Landing Park as well. The City Council did vote on Monday to approve the funding. Just a little bit of an update. We went out to bid for our Market Landing Park, and if you remember, this phase 1 is going to expand kind of the wings of the park. They've talked about this for probably the last 35, 40 years here in Newburyport, adding some more green space to our waterfront and taking away some of those parking spaces. So we went out for bid. The bids came back a little bit higher, so we had to go back to City Council and talk about the funding for this project, and they approved it on Monday night. So we're going to be able to get this project started this summer, and hopefully it will be as at least less of a disruption as possible to what really happens down here in the summer. But we're going to get the work started, and we're going to work through the fall and finish the work in the spring. But we're really excited to get that started. What else is going on? So we did pass the budget, you know that, a couple weeks ago now. So that's exciting. So all of our departments now are working on to finish off this fiscal year 2023 year. So the finance department is still very busy, but we're working hard to close out the year, and we'll switch over on July 1st. So we're excited about that. We still got some hiring things going on. The head librarian search is still finalizing. For those of you that don't know how that search works, we have a board of directors at the library, and they actually do the search. I'm part of it, but I don't get to pick the librarian. I am part of the process, which I do appreciate, but we've got a really dedicated board of directors at the library who run that search, and they're gonna start that process up. And we had 2 really big hires just happen at DPS. So we had Tom Watkins get hired. He's coming to us from Watertown, but he has lots of municipal experience. He's coming to us as our new business manager for DPS. He started this week, so we're really excited to have him on board. And then John Carey, who's coming out to us internally from the water department, is taking the reins in July or early July as deputy director of DPS. So 2 big hires, and we'll get the head librarian search going. So a lot of good things going on there as far as our personnel. And lastly, I just wanted to mention NYS summer program started this week. Over 2,500 registrations, 239 sessions, and over 1,400 kids taking part this week. I drove around town and checked out the different locations that they were at. A lot of good things going on, and we have a great NYS department here that really keeps our kids engaged, having really safe, fun activities throughout the summer. I know the weather's been a little bit of a challenge, but they're still out there really enjoying it. So hats off to NYS. I hope they have a great year with all the great kids in Newburyport. That's pretty much my Mayor's Corner this week. So let's bring out Captain Bob Cronin, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about Maritime Days and what to expect here the next few weeks here on the waterfront. Okay, so we're back on the Mayor's Corner. I have Bob Cronin here. Many of you know Bob for many years of dedicated public service here in Newburyport as Ward 3 City Councilor. I'm going to hand it off to Bob, and he's going to tell you a little bit about why the boat is here, what was behind it, what's Maritime Days, and what can we expect here the next couple weeks here in Newburyport.
Thank you, Mayor. Maritime Days is a event sponsored by the Custom House Maritime Museum, and is, quite frankly, our biggest fundraiser of the year. I know the mayor just talked about Department of Youth Services. We're going to have 3 educational opportunities during the week. In the morning, 2 for Department of Youth Services in town. They'll get to tour the boat, do some onshore nautical-related things, not tying with the U.S. Coast Guard, because they're bringing some personnel over. They'll be doing all sorts of things age-appropriate. Also, the River Valley Charter School will be showing up with about 220 students, and they'll be touring the ship early in the morning and doing the same type of nautical age-appropriate related things. The ship opens at 10 a.m. each day to the public and runs till 6 p.m. at night. Tickets are $15 to get on board. Again, this is our biggest fundraiser, so it does keep our tiny but fierce maritime museum afloat and is a destination within the destination in Newburyport. We have 3 scheduled private parties on board so far. There are a couple of days open. If anybody is interested, they can certainly get a hold of me either through the Maritime Museum or directly at 978-857-9249, 978-857-9249. On Friday night, we have our big gala, our welcome aboard party. Well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for some, it is sold out. And that runs under the tent in back of the Custom House and gives people free access to the ship and to dinner and music both on the ship and under the tent. Other than that, the really interesting things that we had to do a tap dance on is the weather. Weather impacted Trinidad coming in quite a bit, and they made a run from Greenport, New York to here. They were scheduled to come in tomorrow. They came in yesterday, just short of the high tide. I want to give kudos to the Harbor Master Department for getting the ship safely over the Newbury Bar and into port under some interesting conditions. I was out there with the second officer of the Trinidad, and that was an experience in itself. So what we're going to do on Thursday is get Trinidad off the dock at about 7:30 a.m., and we're going to bring it out to the mouth of the river, basically near Plum Island Point, make a U-turn, and have it come back in just as it was planned to do, so everybody will have an opportunity to see the ship underway yet again. It is here until July 9th for tours, and July 10th it will leave with the high tide, outgoing tide. So that's really the schedule as we're going on, and if somebody's interested in renting the ship, please give me a call. Thank you. Sean?
All right. Thank you, Bob. Thank you to the Custom House Maritime Museum. This is such a unique and wonderful opportunity here for Newburyport during the long 4th of July weekend. Just a reminder, city buildings will be closed Monday and Tuesday for the 4th. We want everyone to get out there. I think we're going to have finally some good weather, so get out there and enjoy it. And get down here to the waterfront. Support the Custom House Maritime Museum. Support the Trinidad here, who's going to be here till July 9th. It's going to be a wonderful stay here in Newburyport. And I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.